Welcome to Murfreesboro in Tennessee in the Starplex Complex, the Class A state tournament. JP playing alongside Jeff Franks as Summertown is taking on Cascade here at the Class A state tournament. Clint Brazier will be down on the field level by the dugout as we were up in the press box, and Jeff started a minute or two early, and we're actually heading into the bottom half of the first inning. Nothing doing there in the first. Summertown got a couple of runners on, but they leave them stranded as we head to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, as the pitcher there, Brooks Sudeth, I think is how you say her name, is she looks to be living on a rise ball there and doing very well, throwing the ball hard. Haley Jones was able to get a hit after a 2-2 Lady Eagles.
All right, so we are ready to go. And Kaylee Snell, as he mentioned, the first pitch. And that one's fouled back into the cage. 0-1 the count. Excuse me, 1-1 the count.
Guys, this Kaylee Snell is quick as a hiccup. They've got to be on their toes, ready to go.
Campbell pitch, the 1-1, drifted into left and in foul territory. Unable to make the play was Josie Franks. Went off for glove, had a chance at it, but fortunately for Summertown, it was foul.
Would say she need to work on that at next practice. I don't think there's going to be a next practice for at least 3 of these girls. They play until they're done here. When they're done, the seniors move on.
So the pitch popped up, shallow left. It is turning, and caught by Riley Brazier. And a nice play there as that one, the wind kept pushing it towards the third base line, Clint, and that was a tough one out there.
I just had 3 strokes on that one pop-up.
Yeah, that was definitely one of those where I thought she had it. She was underneath it, and then she kept moving, and she ended up catching it behind the third baseman's position. So, and on the run at the same time for out one.
All right, so the next hitter is up.
Keely Sutton.
Keely Sutton.
Shortstop.
And there's a strike, 0-1. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the first. We'll get the rest of the lineup for both teams coming up in just a moment. Jeff will run that down as he is keeping tabs, and that pitch is swing and a miss. And 0-2 now with 1 out and nobody on base for Cascade here in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. That one's low, 1-2.
There's a couple of years now watching as many pitches as Kaylee Campbell's thrown. If she's ever got an 0-2, I've never seen her throw anything close to a strike, which is good. That's what you want, but swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss and strikeout. 2 outs now. The bottom of the first.
This should be Sudeth now, right, guys?
Yep, number 3 hitter, the pitcher, Sudeth.
Yeah, and you better stay and work down. If you give anything up, she's going to rope it.
First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0 the count.
UT Chattanooga commitment just as a junior.
That ball's lifted, popped up shallow center. Brazier calls for it, makes the play for out number 3. So 1-2-3 goes Cascade in the first. We're scoreless after 1. Summertown and Cascade, the Class A state tournament. It's on the X Sports Radio Network.
Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg invite you to stop by downtown and visit our merchants and see firsthand the progress being made on our historic square. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit, such as the District Attorney's Building and the complete remodeling of the Old Princess Theater. Shop, live, and play in historic downtown Lawrenceburg. From all of us at Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg, we'll see you downtown.
Welcome back to Murfreesboro, the Class A state tournament. Summertown 1-0, Cascade 1-0. Winners bracket day 2. As we are at field 4 of the Starplex complex, JP Plant, Jeff Franks up in the press box, Clint Brazier downfield level around the dugout. Go ahead, Clint.
I'm actually joined with the second half of Franks, and Brazier. Mr. Scott Franks. Scott, what did that first play at first look like on Riley's bunt?
She was out.
Dang it. All right, what about the double play? Was that an out too?
I didn't see that.
Okay. All right. We're going to go with that. Scott's kind of uncharacteristically not being too biased right now. Give that about 2 innings.
Yeah, it won't take long for that, indeed.
Clint only asking about his daughter's plays, too, so that works.
All right, Jeff, you want to run through our lineup where we stand right now and the rest of it?
Absolutely. Up now is second baseman Aniston Burleson, sophomore.
First pitch to her, misses a little high, 1-0.
And I'll do a quick run through the lineup. Haley Jones, Riley Brazier, Kaylee Campbell, Jenna Brazier. We saw those in the first inning. Aniston Burleson leading off here in the second. Katie Gallagher, Brooklyn Gable, Lucy Ballinger, and Haley Durham rounding out the Lady Eagles' 9 hitters.
That pitch.
Inside.
2-0 the count. As we are in the top half of inning 2. Scoreless, Summertown and Cascade. Off-speed pitch, a floater. And that floated across for a strike. It's now 2-1. That pitch is inside, 3-1. Got a lot of helpers out there in the stands.
That's it. Everybody can see that better than the umpire, apparently. Of course, we can. If you just ask me, I'll tell you what it was. I'm accurate from up here, 60 feet away.
That's right. 3-1 to Burleson. Back up the middle, but right in the glove of the pitcher for Cascade, and that is Brooke Sudeth. One down here in the top of the second.
And that will bring up catcher Katie Gallagher.
Got a little change in the batting order here. Katie Gallagher's moved up to the 6th spot. Not too shabby for an 8th grader.
Not to be on the field's not too shabby for an 8th grader. Being moved up in the lineup is even better. So,
pitch inside for a strike to Gallagher. 0-1 the count. On deck is Brooklyn Gable. Pitch is popped up, out of play. On top of a tent. A couple of tents set up here.
Actually drove by the facility a little bit earlier, a couple of hours before this game, and they had already set up camp out there. Several people already here by then. I don't know if they just were claiming their space or they're ready to roll.
If I'm not mistaken, on this field, covers have been added to the first and third base grandstands. They weren't. I don't think they were there last year. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They were on a couple other fields. It looks like they've completed every field now. This is a fantastic facility.
It's a nice ad there. Definitely not only for protection, but definitely for the shade too. But it always amazes me how many foul balls hit around a quadplex like this, or fiveplex, whatever you call this one.
Yeah, this is a fiveplex. Pitch from Sudeth. Strike 3, outside edge.
Wow. He's going to give the corners, it looks like.
So 2 down here in the top of the second.
Well, here's where it's kind of like the pitcher from Meigs County the last couple of years that the Lady Eagles saw. Sudeth's such a good pitcher that you cannot get behind in a count or you're going to be in bad trouble.
That's going to bring up right fielder Brooklyn Gable.
She steps in there with 2 outs from the left side. Pitch to strike.
Outside corner there. So just doing a good job of pitching away from everybody we've had, no matter what side they're on, getting those corners called. If you're a pitcher, that's what you got to do. Figure out what he's going to call and stick it there.
So the 0-1 comes in high, checked your swing, and they peel down to third, no swing. 1-1 the count.
Cascade folks don't like it, but it was the right call. That's about the best view I've had at anything so far yet.
Yeah, that was, she barely twisted her shoulders, much less get the bat out there. I'd have been surprised to see if that was called a strike.
The 1-1. To Gable is high, 2-1.
Sudeth has an interesting windup and delivery. If you'll notice her, she's like off balance when she lets go of the ball. She did that time was a little more than before, but there's several times I've seen her fall to her right.
Well, if you see her falling to her right, it's going to be a rise ball or a curve ball.
That ball's lifted into shallow rights, but caught out in right field by Olive for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Summertown and Cascade, the Class A state tournament, is on the X-Sports Radio Network. What does your future look like? Sometimes it can be difficult to see what lies ahead. The good people at Elliott Insurance have more than 250 years combined experience specializing in preparing for the future. Whether insuring your business, your home, or just you, they can help you fast forward to a secure future. Find them on Facebook or visit one of their 3 locations in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, or North Alabama. Reduce your risk and protect your future with Elliott Insurance. Good people to do business with. Welcome back to Murfreesboro. JP Plant, Jeff Franks, Clint Brazier with you on the X-Sports Radio Network as we are ready for the top half of inning number 3. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Cameron Ray, Lindsey McAnally, and Abby Jones for Cascade.
Pretty sure this is the bottom of the second, though.
Thank you. What did I say? Top? Just glad to be here, Clint.
That's great. He's trying to get things going up here.
Yep.
So
That pitch is inside for ball.
Play-by-play and producer all in one. So
well, we just made our way from Middle Tennessee Christian, where Loretto were 10-2 winners over South Pittsburgh. That pitch is fouled away, 1-1 the count. So they move on to the semifinals tomorrow. I believe 2 o'clock to 2:30, somewhere in that range. Pitch swing at a miss off speed by Kaylee Campbell, and the count now 1-2 to Cameron Ray, the center fielder for Cascade. Pitch popped back to the cage. 1-2. Pitch popped up in foul territory, but caught at third by Jenna Brazier for out number 1. Nice play right in front of the fence in the dugout over at third base where Cascade resides, and there's one down here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I don't brag on that one much, but I thought she was going to take out 2 cameramen to get that one, but she found the fence and still made a good play. Good job.
So, Lindsey McAnally, is that right? Kinsey?
looks like
Is it a
Lindsey.
strike. Is that an L? Yep. All right, we'll go with that. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, this is 2018. You think they'd make them type them?
McAnally.
Nobody writes anything by hand anymore.
It's on the right side. 0-1 from Campbell is high and outside, and the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. There's one out here in the bottom of the second. Scoreless, Summertown and Cascade. Partly sunny skies, 84 degrees in Murfreesboro. There's a strike on the outside edge. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, outside edge. 2 down here in the second.
Nice job by Campbell painting that corner right there.
Trying to figure out if it's a wider strike zone or if the pitchers are just doing that good of a job catching the corners or a little bit of both. But that is actually a couple of backwards Ks for both teams.
And Jones, your hitter. First pitch fouled away, 0-1 the count. Campbell's found a nice little groove so far here in the first inning and 2/3. for the Lady Eagles. And congratulations to the Summertown tennis team as they made it to the state tournament. Lost Signal Mountain. There's a slow grounder to short. Riley Brazier with the shades on over to first. In time, out number 3. 1, 2, 3 in the second goes Cascade. We head to the third. Still scoreless. You're listening to Summertown Softball at the Class A state tournament. It's on the X-Sports Radio Network. What does your future look like? Sometimes it can be difficult to see what lies ahead. The good people at Elliott Insurance have more than 250 years combined experience specializing in preparing for the future. Whether insuring your business, your home, or just you, they can help you fast forward to a secure future. Find them on Facebook or visit one of their 3 locations in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, or North Alabama. Reduce your risk and protect your future with Elliott Insurance. Good people to do business with. Top of inning number 3, scoreless, Summertown and Cascade. Welcome back to Murfreesboro. JP Plant, Jeff Franks, Clint Brazier, and let's head down to the field. Clint, what you got, buddy?
I'm here with 2 of the former Lady Eagles from the last 2 years, Miss Madison Kinnick and Miss, tell me your name again? Madison Dinwiddie. Ladies, great first year of college. How was softball at Cumberland, Maddie?
I don't play softball.
I mean volleyball at Cumberland.
It was good.
So what are you thinking about your team's chances right here?
I have faith in them. I think they'll do amazing.
All right, Madison, wrapped up your first year at Dyersburg State. How was your first year of softball away from high school?
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
What do you like? What do you like, and what are you not liking right now about this game and your former team? Go ahead. You can be honest.
I have faith in them, and I think they'll do great. They just got some jitters right now.
There you go. Send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. Glad to see you're doing your homework there, Clint. Lucy Ballinger is your hitter.
Fart.
And she's got a 1-0 count here to lead off the third. That one's inside, 2-0. It'll be Ballinger, then Haley Dunham, and
Durham. Then the top.
Durham, thank you. Looking at the Coach Burleson's writing. I should know that. Then Haley Jones. 2-0 to Ballinger. Popped up, left side, get out of play.
And it does.
I hear it bounce on top of the dugout.
Lady Eagles definitely need to make something happen right here with Jones coming up in the 3 spot right here. Get a runner on base because she is always a double or a triple threat anytime she's at the plate.
So the 2-1 to Ballinger is low for a ball. 3-1.
You know, if you've grown up playing baseball, never actually stood in front, swinging a miss there for strike 2, making it full. But if you've never seen one of those rise balls come at you when you're standing at the plate, that is the weirdest thing. First of all, you're used to baseball, the ball coming down anyway, coming from a mound down to you. But that ball actually rising up at you it's hard to hit.
And the good ones look meaty, but you can't lay off of them. You can't catch up to them.
Exactly.
Payoff pitch, foul back to the net. And we'll do it once again. Leading off here in the top of the third, we're scoreless, Summertown and Cascade. Lucy Ballinger facing Sudeth. The 3-2. Foul tipped.
You know, guys, I don't know if y'all can tell from up there, but Sudeth is calling her own pitches.
Really?
If you'll watch her, she's giving numbers to her catcher on what she's about to throw.
Nice.
How is she doing that?
Just watch her when she gets back up here.
Well, that's why you're down there, so you can describe it for us there,
Yep.
Clint. What?
That's what she just did. She just did it with her hand. Looks at her wristband, gives her the numbers, and here we go.
Okay, so she gives a number a code as a swing and a miss.
Yeah, she
Instead
gives
of the
number
coach
and then
coming to
catcher-
her.
Yeah, then her catcher looks at her armband and sees what she's throwing, and they go.
How about that? One out here in the third. And the hitter is Haley Durham.
Haley's usually a slap hitter, and she's in the left-hand side. That's usually what you expect. Sometimes when there's runners on, she'll hit from the other side to try to lay a bunt down the baseline, but this time it looks like she's set to slap.
And foul tipped it into the mid 0-1. One down here in the top of the third. We're scoreless. Summertown and Cascade. Lady Eagles in their royal blue tops with white letters and numbers, white pants, white helmets, blue stockings. They're going to miss 0-2. Cascade in their white tops with black shoulders, orange letters, black pants, and orange stockings. The 0-2. Outside swing and a miss, strike 3, and quickly 2 down here in the third.
That does take us back to the top of the order with Haley Jones. Haley did have a nice single to center field, popped it just over second base in front of the center fielder to get on the bag leading off the game.
She steps in there with a 1-for-1 today with 2 outs and bases empty, though.
She has the only hit of the game, though, at this point.
That's right. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Outside all speed, 2-0. Haley holds off of that one.
You know, I don't think, in Clint, I may be crazy saying this, but I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher that the pitch, her body motion is completely different depending on the pitch.
It is. It is. You have to do a really good scouting report and study up to know what body motion leads to what pitch.
Right.
I have no idea which. All I can kind of read right now is when I think it's going to be a curveball. I'm not picking up the rise ball very well right now.
The 3-0. Outside edge for a strike, 3-1. On deck, if Jones can reach, is Riley Brazier. Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the mitt, strike 2. We know 2 things, that Summertown will play at least one more game, and we know it will be tomorrow, no matter what happens here tonight.
I think it's morning if we lose, evening if we win.
That's right. The 3-2 line drive into right field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. One hops it. Jones in at second with a 2-out stand-up double and a runner in scoring position for Riley Brazier here in the top of the third.
And just like Clint was saying, Haley Jones is always that threat. It would have been nice to have someone on the bags there for that to happen, but we'll take it. And that does bring up Riley Brazier as a threat for us that can definitely make something happen right here.
My pregame to my own kids were you can't get behind in counts. You got to look for the first pitch to hit. So I'm hoping she's taking that advice. First pitch she can hit hard. I'm hoping she's going after it.
So 2 outs. Brazier steps in there. That's Riley, the elder of the 2. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped in the mid. Strike 1.
She did. She just couldn't catch up to it.
Yep. So she does listen to you from time to time.
That one does, yes.
Well, you got time to work on the other one, or the next one. The 0-1. It comes in high, and the count's even at 1-1 strike. There are 2 outs. Runner at second, Haley Jones. After the double off the right center field wall/net. We're playing here at slow pitch softball fields. 315, 345 in center, but so they put up those temporary fences with the nets. That ball gets away from the catcher on to third, sliding in safely. She's going to try to go home. There's a play, and tagging and out at home is Jones. So out
Coach
number 3.
Burleson's going to appeal this one to the third base umpire because from where I am, she never got tagged, ever got tagged.
She did.
He's not even going to let him appeal.
Yep, okay. So the half inning is over. We head to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless, Summertown and Cascade from the Class A state tournament. It's on the X Sports Radio Network.
For 3 decades, owner Mike Mashburn has arrived at Mashburn's Collision well before his employees. You see, he likes to make sure everything is ready for the day. and put his stamp of approval on the previous day's work, Mike understands that quality repairs are what keeps the doors open, and having your name on the building means a lot around here. His two sons are continuing the Mashburn's tradition, Mashburn's Collision Center, Southern Middle Tennessee's most trusted collision repair facility.
We're back in Murfreesboro. A scoring chance for Summertown goes by the wayside as Haley Jones took third on a pass ball. A throw went into left field, and backing up was the left fielder, and then gunning Jones out at home. And that is the third out of the inning. So we head to the bottom half of inning 3. And Schneider will lead things off, followed by J.C. Williams and Bailey Ledbetter for Cascade. J.P. Plant alongside Jeff Franks up in the press box. Clint Brazier down field level. And the nice warm temperature here today. Not so bad though, Clint.
Yeah, I'll trade places.
Better than it was yesterday. Yesterday we had rain all around us. It never rained on us, but it was, you could look and see it in all directions.
First pitch from Campbell to Schneider, the left-handed hitter, fouls it into the net. 0-1 the count. Pitch fouled back, 0-2 now. For the 0-2. Outside edge, strike 3. Kaylee Campbell.
Working those corners well.
She is painting them today.
And there's one down now here in the bottom of the third. And speaking of painting, we'll tell you coming up just a little bit, our fine sponsor, Society American Nursery, they've got a painting evening coming up. Jeff?
I don't think I could.
You don't know what that means?
No, I'm not sure I could even do that.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I would have to be fully concentrating. I don't know.
The hitter is J.C. Williams. I think they have someone there that comes and kind of sets you the template and you just kind of fill in. It's like coloring within the lines,
So it's
I believe.
not like my wife when she says we're having a painting day at the house.
No.
Gotcha.
That ball is lifted left field going foul. Franks over, makes the grab right up against the fence in foul territory for out number 2.
Same thing I said about Jenna. Josie had to be worried she was going to play on that fence, but she found it and made a great grab right there.
And that will bring up Ledbetter, I believe.
Yep. So 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Summertown and Cascade still scoreless. So Bailey Ledbetter, first pitch to her, strike inside edge, 0-1 the count.
Guys, I'm joined with our fourth member of our latest broadcast, Mr. Cole Campbell. Cole, how you think your sister's doing so far today?
Pretty good. I think she's pitching pretty well today.
I think you're spot on that.
There's a hit.
And look at that single after we brag on her, Cole.
Yep.
I don't get it.
All right, we'll get it back.
Ball was grounded just to the left of Campbell. It skirted through the infield for the first hit of the game for Cascade, and Ledbetter on it first. And we flip to the top of the order, and Kaylee Snell for Cascade.
Yeah, Kaylee Snell, the reason I know so much about her is her and Jenna and Aniston Burleson have played together travel ball the last couple of years. She can load up and hit for power, or she can slap, so she's really hard to defend if you're in the field.
First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0.
And Snell flew out to the shortstop first time at bat. So putting the ball in play.
The 1-0. Slap shot into left field. Josie Franks diving in, sliding for a nice grab.
My favorite Lady Eagle.
To end the inning. The senior in left field with a nice grab, and we head to the fourth. We're scoreless. Summertown and Cascade from the Class A state tournament. It's on the X Sports Radio Network.
For 3 decades, owner Mike Mashburn has arrived at Mashburn's Collision well before his employees. You see, he likes to make sure everything is ready for the day and put his stamp of approval on the previous day's work. Mike understands that quality repairs are what keeps the doors open, and having your name on the building means a lot around here. His 2 sons are continuing the Mashburn's tradition. Mashburn's Collision Center, Southern Middle Tennessee's most trusted collision repair facility.
We're back in Murfreesboro. J.P. Plant, Jeff Franks, Clint Brazier as the top of the 4th. Summertown and Cascade scoreless. Stepping up to the plate, it will be Riley Brazier. She was at the plate when a pass ball led Haley Jones to go for third. She made it safely. The throw went into shallow left field, and she was gunned down at home for the 3rd out. So Riley Brazier with a fresh set of balls and strikes, and the first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. So Clint, she starts ahead in the count.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stanley Wilson was in my ear. What did you say, guys?
Yes,
We're just
that's
bragging
okay.
on your daughter.
Bragging on your daughter. Yeah.
Oh, I thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we know you had nothing to do with it. The 1-0 lifted left field
Popped up.
and out as Ledbetter makes the grab for out number 1.
Might want to mute his mic for a minute. This was his coaching moments.
Kaylee Campbell, the freshman and pitcher.
Hey, look, my oldest one's batting first this inning. My crazy one's batting third. I'm going to be walking around with a cigarette hanging out my mouth, so just may not ask me nothing this inning.
Jeff, I'll take you up next time you say mute. I'll do it
That's right.
immediately.
Probably
One
best.
out here as the hitter is Campbell. Popped into the net, 0-1.
I've told everybody for the last 2 years the reason I got Clint on the radio with me was to
Comic relief?
well, that and to keep him in the ballpark.
Ah, yes.
Because he got thrown out of many a gym. So
Yes.
I said, come up here with me. You can't cuss on the radio. So
I have never gotten thrown. Hey, name one I've got thrown
mute him,
out of.
mute him.
Oh, boy.
I've came close.
Yes. 0-1 the count to Campbell from Sudeth. Ooh.
Behind the back.
Yep.
Yep.
Pitch is popped up and caught underhanded by McAnally, the catcher. Yeah, Clint, describe that motion that Sudeth just did behind the back a little bit.
It's almost kind of like what you call a Chinese changeup, except she doesn't come through with a follow-through. She just snaps to the side and just throws a pitch behind her back. And, it was a strike. Kaylee went after it. It just got under it.
2 outs. And Jenna Brazier, the hitter. First pitch just missed inside, 1-0. You'll have to enlighten me, a Chinese changeup. Please describe that one.
Well, it's basically where you go through the motion, but before you finish your downswing, you let it go before your hand ever goes up to bring back down. It's like a fast motion. It's just crazy looking.
Okay.
The ball's on its way before the pitch. It looks like it's even over.
All right, that pitch, the 1-0 outside, 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. We are moving along in this game.
Easy to do with only 3 base runners.
That's right. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th, still scoreless. Summertown and Cascade. The ball's popped up, foul territory, and the catch is made by Snell as she runs into her own dugout. And 1-2-3 goes Summertown in the 4th. Head to the bottom half of the inning, still scoreless from Murfreesboro in the Class A state tournament. This is Summertown softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg invite you to stop by downtown and visit our merchants and see firsthand the progress being made on our historic square. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit, such as the District Attorney's Building and the complete remodeling of the Old Princess Theater. Shop, live, and play in historic downtown Lawrenceburg. From all of us at Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg, we'll see you downtown.
Back at Murfreesboro, scoreless as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Summertown and Cascade from Murfreesboro in the Class A state tournament. J.P. Plant, Jeff Franks up in the press box. Jeff, I don't know if you know, but we're sitting beside a legend, Dick Palmer, Middle Tennessee State University. He's
That is
humble.
the Dick Palmer.
Yeah, the Dick Palmer. If you heard any Middle Tennessee broadcasts in the last several years,
I'm scared.
I say that several lightly, Mr. Palmer, to be
now,
kind.
now I know why you
to
guys
show
wanted me
respect.
out of upstairs.
Yeah, we didn't want you to embarrass us in front of Mr.
I
Palmer.
get it now.
0-1 the count. Sutton is your hitter. She fouls out with away 0-2.
Leading off is Sutton, number 2 hitter, and then number 3, and the cleanup hitter, Ray. 1, 2, 3.
Dangerous spot if you're the Lady Eagles. Got to go to work.
Campbell, 0-2. Bailey pops it up. Rather, Sutton, excuse me.
Both teams pretty even right now. I think we had our 2-3 up, 2-3-4 up, and they've got their 2-3-4 up. So
I think just one hit for each team.
That shows how
Or
it
2 for
balanced.
Summertown, yep. 2 for Summertown, 1 for Cascade. Yeah, as a runner was thrown out, Jones, so the order, you are correct, Clint, is they're dueling each other out. 1-2 the count now to Sutton and Campbell. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Campbell with another strikeout. And there's one down in the fourth.
I believe scorekeeper here said that Sudeth finished last night with 17 strikeouts
17. Got the thumbs up. That is correct.
against South Fulton. So
And Sudeth, your hitter, is he's mentioning that 1-0 as the pitch was outside. There's a strike outside edge. Evened it up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Clint, you can see that better than we can. Is he a low ball strike caller there?
He's
or-
definitely not giving a whole lot up. But he is calling corners and knees and lower.
Just that the last couple of appeared to be a little bit down.
See, like that pitch on Sudeth. I mean, that's at her, and he doesn't call that one.
It was a little outside as well, and 2-1 the count. With 1 out, scoreless here in the bottom of the fourth. Campbell in the circle, the pitch. It's a bit high.
Say hello to everybody, Miss Rue Campbell.
Hello.
Hello, Rue Campbell. 3-1 the count.
Clint looking for a friend.
Line drive into right
Getting
field.
out at first if we'll go.
Out at first as Brooklyn Gable. Clint called it. One hopped it on the drive. She picked it up, and Jones at first, and the rare 9-3 put out.
And guys, she was great on 2 parts of that play. She timed that hop in stride on a crow hop and threw an absolute missile to first base.
And that little difference made all the difference there, because without that, it was a bang-bang play at first. And Brooklyn Gable, wow. What a play.
You see that almost happen quite often in high school softball, but it doesn't happen that often.
And if Sudeth doesn't hit that as hard, that play doesn't happen.
Right.
You know.
Solid hit. It's got to start solid. If it goes up a little bit, she has to wait on it. But just definitely bam, bam.
First pitch is high
This is
to Ray.
Carmen Ray.
Carmen Ray fouled that one off.
She is the cleanup hitter here.
Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So there are 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth, Summertown and Cascade. The pitch. Lifted into shallow center and diving
Nice.
for catch. It's
Defensive plays
Wow.
in a row, right?
Haley Durham just leapt forward, gave everything on that play. The catch for out number 3. A couple of great defensive plays for the Lady Eagles. And we head to the 5th. Still scoreless. Summertown and Cascade on the Exports Radio Network.
Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg invite you to stop by downtown and visit our merchants and see firsthand the progress being made on our historic square. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit, such as the District Attorney's Building and the complete remodeling of the Old Princess Theater. Shop, live, and play in historic downtown Lawrenceburg. From all of us at Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg, we'll see you downtown.
We're back in Murfreesboro in the Class A state tournament, Summertown and Cascade, and we've got a pitcher's duel here this afternoon. Scoreless as we head to the top half of the fifth. And up for Summertown is Aniston Burleson, followed by Gallagher and Gable.
Guys, somebody besides Haley Jones for the Summertown Lady Eagles have got to find a way on base.
First pitch from Sudeth in there for a strike, 0-1. Great crowd again. I could hear the crowd yesterday from Summertown.
Yeah, big props to Eagle Nation.
Absolutely.
4 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Pitch is high for ball. Count 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I don't know if you guys can see, but down here behind the first base dugout, all the way down the right field line is Eagle Nation.
Wow. Yeah, got their lawn chairs out. The 1-2. Wow, what a nasty pitch. And just missed.
Honestly, I glanced up the last second and I thought she had fouled that, but it was actually the ball falling in.
I don't know if it just curved so late that it had already passed beyond the plate, but it's a 2-1 count. Umpire may have given up on that one. 2-2. As that one's low and inside. Aniston Burleson leading off the 5th inning.
Y'all got 2-2. I got 3-1.
3-1. You are correct. Hear what I mean, not what I say. There's a strike.
Burley throws ball 4.
3-2. Well, like I said, I guess I had in my mind that previous pitch looked like a strike, so I went ahead and called it.
Well, the first pitch that got called a ball was the same pitch as that one.
3-2. Off speed and just missed.
Get you a base runner. That's what you
Aniston
need.
Burleson at first. So there you go, Clint. Somebody other than Jones is on base.
Now what we need is one of those E thrown in the dirt, and Jones get and Gallagher squeeze her over to third. Look, fully expect Gallagher to be squeezing right here.
Almost a guarantee, isn't it, when she sacrifices? There she does. And she is out at first. As what a play by Schneider. She picked up the ball. Her momentum carried her to her knees. She had to turn around and still make a nice play to first. The sacrifice works as Burleson is now on second with 1 out. And the hitter is a lefty, Brooklyn Gable.
Maybe look for it again.
Every inch counts in a game like this, doesn't it?
Yep.
There's the pitch. She's swinging. She pulls back a strike on the outside edge. 0-1.
You know, I can see the disgust on Coach Burleson's face. It's kind of what we've been saying. You know, if she's trying to get ahead and throw a first pitch fastball, you got to be ready to hit it.